big school, LSU, 8.5 wins. What is happening with this line? LSU having 8.5 wins with this much talent on that team raises a lot of question marks for me.
This is yeah. They've
Yeah.
all like it seems like every single school in this conference is at 9.5, 8.5. I mean, LSU, it looks like they kind of had the best, like as far as the transfer portal goes, they filled the spots that they needed to fill the most. They got Nussmeier coming back. They picked up some wide receivers in the portal as well. I mean, granted, they did lose like a couple of O linemen. That defense, man, Harold Perkins, Patrick Payton, Jack Pyburn, like that front seven is going to be nuts. They still got Whit Weeks too. Ashton Stamps on the playing DB for them. I mean, and then they picked up Mansour out of the transfer portal too to be on the other side. Dude, the LSU defense is going to be that's something. That's something special.
What I get worried about is the 4 offensive linemen that they lost, experienced linemen. Now you did mention they have a bunch of guys coming in. They got Nick Anderson out of Oklahoma also coming in. He's super talented. I want to tell you right now where the 8.5 line comes from. It's Garrett
Please.
Nussmeier. It's Garrett Nussmeier. The question is not his arm talent. The question is not his ability to throw for 500 yards. The question is his turnovers and his decision making. That's what it comes down to. And we saw last season when obviously even the entire country had them in the top 20 when they were clearly not a top 20 team. Ending the season the way they did with as much talent as they had, I get very concerned for how Garrett Nussmeier will play even with the experience that he has. His arm talent, like I said, there is no question about it. His decision-making has way too many questions. I'm actually going to take LSU slightly on the under here. Let's look at their schedule. After Louisiana Tech, it is going to be furious. You got Clemson, Florida, Ole Miss, and then you play Alabama and Oklahoma late on the road. That is a crazy schedule. That road schedule might be one of the toughest in the SEC, and you still have to deal with Florida at home, which is not going to be easy. So LSU slightly on the under. What do you got for me?
I'm going over. I'm gonna go over. I do think that the defense is stout. I understand what you're saying about Nussmeier for sure. I mean, I
You like
definitely
Brian
watched
Kelly?
him last year. That's
What you're saying.
yeah.
You're saying that he can get 9 wins with LSU.
What I'll say is Alabama, Oklahoma at the end of the season could also be a blessing a little bit, just because, especially nowadays with the portal and all that, these teams kind of may need a little bit more time during the season to mesh. So by the time that they do play in Alabama or Oklahoma on the road later on in the season, they're already, come together. The chemistry is there and everybody's firing on all cylinders. I'm going over.
I will not be riding that train with you, but I will be actively rooting for you because it's tough
Thank
to
you.
put money against this team. I think too many questions with Nussmeier. Like I said, Brian Kelly, not a winning coach. I apologize to all of you LSU listeners out there.
Now Jaden Daniels, let's go.
What did he
Sorry,
do
I
with
just had to
Jaden?
throw that in there.
Also
I know.
unrelated.
I know.